Hello and welcome to Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben and this week I'm hanging out with Gaz.
Hello.
And Mike.
Hello.
I nearly had a marzipan-induced coma then, Cosmos. Yes, so today we are making plans for Nigel Cheese. We're talking about Nigel Cheese, who is
Dr. Nigel Cheese.
Dr. Nigel Cheese, an odd mix of a quintessential English Belgian gentleman.
Yes.
With a hint of Alex Jones and David Icke, with a hint of Cube Theory Time Cube Man.
Bit of a Bond villain.
Villain. Makes a fashion choice to start wearing a turtleneck at some point.
Or is he an alien?
He's
very much a Nigel. If you ever imagine a Nigel in your head,
he's a Nigel.
He's a fucking Nigel, isn't he?
Yeah.
Sounds like a Nigel, looks like a Nigel.
Big explosion, bang, everyone dead. Ask the Americans.
Yeah. Oh, he must have been a joy to be with on a naval ship for 6 months at a time.
Some reason he really doesn't like Albert Einstein.
No.
Or the Royal Navy.
Or the Royal Navy. Does not like the Royal Navy.
They stole his magnets.
And his daughter.
We'll get into it.
Yeah,
we'll get into it.
It's a doozy.
That's the teaser.
Yeah. Follow us on Facebook, Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. YouTube is Apocalypse Ball. SoundCloud and Spotify. All your other podcasting platforms. It's Cutting to the Ball in the PTA. So, today we are going down a very particular rabbit hole, and fittingly, that's almost exactly what happened on the internet last month when one of YouTube's most celebrated documentary creators released his latest episode. The subject, a man named Nigel Cheese, Dr. Nigel Cheese. He has a few aliases. I'm sure he's Dr. Nigel Connor.
We probably
Nigel
should
Hands.
say...
Nigel Hands.
We probably should
YouTube
say...
channel.
To be fair, shout out to Down the Rabbit Hole, which is the channel that we were referring to there. Because I'd never heard of this.
No.
I just watch whatever he puts out. I'm like, yeah, go on. If I don't like it, I won't watch the whole thing. But this one, as soon as he walked on the fucking camera and started acting like a weird geography teacher, but like overconfident and cocky and like...
He was like a geography teacher substituting for the physics teacher when he's hasn't got a clue what he's going on.
I'll tell you physics.
You want some physics?
You know fucking physics.
I'll tell you humans.
Yes, that's a key point, Mike. Right at the start, what makes this interesting is he says, you humans.
Yeah.
He classes himself apart, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Which could be an obvious and early sign of extreme mental health issues, but it could also be a sign of him actually being from another world or dimension.
I would just like to reclassify the mental health issues as spectacular mental health issues.
Yes, off the chain.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get there.
So, Nigel Cheese, that is his name, and before you ask, no, we don't know why, but the name is almost the least interesting thing about it.
Because his whole shtick is just one big cheese dream.
Possibly. But he had a proper name though, didn't he? Wasn't it Cooper or something?
Yes, he goes by Cooper as well. He's got several aliases.
So none of these, his name might not even be Nigel, but like Mike said though, he is a Nigel, isn't he? He's an absolute Nigel. Nigels have that hair where it's almost completely grey, but there's still some black underneath on bits.
Side parting.
Yeah, he's still got a full head of hair, so he keeps it. He's proud of that probably. Wears his shirt and tie, even though he's unemployed.
Of course.
Every day wears his shirt and tie to eat his boiled egg.
And he's regulation one slice of toast.
And he, rings his wife over and over and over again, despite the restraining order.
If we're sure she exists.
Well, because I don't know. I mean, he seems like a guy who's bitter.
Oh, he's very bitter.
His daughter may have been lost, but he also seems like a guy who would invent a wife and a daughter.
There is an element of PTSD in this as well, isn't there? Let's face it.
Because he did say the Navy, sent him. He said they sent me all over the fucking place.
Yeah. I don't know. So who is he? Depending on you ask, he is either a suppressed genius who cracked the code of infinite free energy, discovered a cure for cancer, and unlocked the deepest secrets of the universe, or he's one of the internet's most compelling and elaborate cranks. A man he has got a bit of charisma about him.
In a Nigel kind of way.
He's got Nigel charisma.
In a very sort of, like I say, arrogant geography teacher who's really angry for some reason.
Do you remember that?
He's like, geography, you lot don't know. Geography, you fucking pricks. He's like got that sort of, look at it, I'll show you. And he does a thing on the board, then he looks at you arrogantly as if you don't know that. Because you're thick. You're thick. I know this.
I've got an IQ of 207.
Yeah, I've just smashed everything you know about the reality of the universe, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pricks.
You humans.
Look, magnet. Click.
Human scum.
Loves a magnet, does Nigel. Do you remember that teacher?
He wants to save humanity, doesn't he?
He does say over and over again, his whole raison d'etre is the betterment of humanity, not profit.
Not to save us, because he says we're doomed.
Fuck the banks, fuck the oil companies, he says.
Do you remember that teacher
free energy machines don't work.
Do you remember that teacher we had, and his favourite phrase was, I talk, you listen, you learn.
Who was that?
I talk, you don't listen, you will stay thick. He was this angry design and technology teacher at the school we went to.
What was his name?
Had a little beard, Mr. Hadley.
Mr. Hadley, oh yeah, I remember Mr. Hadley.
He was a bearded short man who
real angry grey bearded man.
Yeah.
You stay thick.
You will stay thick.
Yeah, the 90s were different.
They were.
I was actually slapped by a teacher at school in a joking fashion.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was in a school play, wasn't I? And at rehearsal, but I'd also been given a detention by Mr. Munt. And Mr. Munt was good friends with Mr. Hickey, so he knew that I needed to be at the rehearsal, but he did also want to give me the detention, so he took me in the paper cup. Remember that in the DT block?
Yeah.
Took me in there. It's God's on my mother's ashes, true story. Took me in there. He said, "You got a problem, haven't you? Because you're supposed to be there, but I've put you in this." And I was like, "Yeah, what am I going to do?" And he's like, "Well, don't fuck around in my class again." And with both of his hands like that, he went like a little pop on my head sort of motion. And I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Don't fuck about in my class again. Go on, fuck." Because I had been a dick in his class. Yeah, that was 97, maybe 98, possibly. And he felt that was a fine thing to do.
No.
Yeah. He'd be in prison now if he did that today, wouldn't he?
You would, yeah.
Can't take a child in a cupboard.
But yeah, that's a bit dodgy for a start.
Yeah.
Are you sure he chopped your head?
Yeah, he took me in a cupboard and hit me in the head.
He was a big chap. I bet there wasn't a lot of room.
It was bizarre. I left there feeling confused. I'm not going to lie with you. I was like, well, my ears hurt. Like, cause it wasn't like he did actually hit me. I left there thinking, that was weird. But at least I haven't got detention, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different time.
Different time.
At least he didn't fucking bum me, though.
That's the main thing. Or he repressed it, and he did.
I'd remember if a man like that.
He was a big man.
Tried to fucking bum me.
He was a big guy.
I was not bummed at school.
I'm going to say there probably wasn't a lot of room in
Ben, no one bummed me.
Just
stop it.
He was not bummed, he was just fagged.
I was going to say that there probably wasn't a lot of room in that cupboard because he was a large man.
Yes, no, there wasn't. It was scary, in all honesty. But like I say, confusing, no detention. So I thought, well, I guess this is how you get out of things. You let people hit you.
Yeah. Well, okay, well.
Moving on from Gaz's trauma.
Maybe the same kind of trauma that Nigel had himself.
That's what I'm saying. I think Nigel would have been a slapper.
Well, today we're going to walk through what we know about him, his origin story, his claims, his online following, the cryptocurrency scandal.
As well, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, there is, yeah. Almost forgot about that. Yeah, and the appeals to the King of Belgium, the drama with the ex-wife, and finally the Frederick Knudsen documentary that brought all of this crashing into the public eye just weeks ago. So grab a drink, because this one is a fucking journey, to be fair.
Journey into madness.
Let's start.
Well, or an alien trying to help us.
An alien getting so exasperated with trying to help humanity that he has a cryptocurrency scheme, invents a fake wife, and tries to teach us the secrets of the universe.
Or his real wife left him because he was so focused on trying to save humanity. Well, she might have been real. We don't know that yet. We'll get into that.
Yeah. Well, his biography is a bit of a puzzle. He claims to have served in the Royal Navy for 22.5 years. His LinkedIn profile describes him as an entrepreneur, a gentleman, and a scientist currently based in Croatia. He lists himself as having over 500 connections and notes he is clearly not at a university or school. His self-description reads, "I am me, I do not pretend to be anyone else, I do what I do, and I do it well. I'm the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be." An IQ of 207 with Asperger's syndrome, which can at times leave me feeling very isolated. So if I'm having a bad day, I apologise in advance. If I'm having a good day, then you're in for the ride of your life.
Bold claims.
Well, I hope he doesn't mean that literally. You're not riding me, Nigel Cheese. I couldn't think of anything worse.
Open that teacher in the cupboard.
No, I'd rather get slapped by the teacher than Nigel Cheese ride me in the cupboard.
I meant the teacher ride you in the cupboard.
That's an even worse option. I'll take Nigel.
Well, let's go back to the IQ a second.
Oh, yeah.
That's the number he claims, 207. The highest reliably tested IQ scores in history hover somewhere around 200, and those are very contested. The average IQ by definition is 100. An IQ of 207 would make Nigel Cheese, if we take his word for it, literally the most intelligent human being who has ever lived, so no pressure. According to the lore that has built up around him in online communities, roughly 40 years ago, Nigel Cheese was a brilliant young man working in the British Royal Navy. Around that time, he gave a presentation to the Navy elite based on his discoveries about the true nature of magnetism. Discoveries that he claims go far beyond our current understanding of physics and mathematics. The Navy, the story goes, did not receive this well, so they took his work and told him not to tell anyone else about it.
Video, that's what he was banging on about.
But despite in the last 40 years, Royal Navy ships have not started using Nigel's technology in their hardware.
Well, they just had to repress it. Stop the oil companies from getting it.
You give yourself a technological advantage over what would have been the Russians at the time.
Was the army in charge of their own R&D like that?
Navy probably would have been.
Had orders from above, Ben.
No, could have been.
Chuck it overboard.
Throw his books overboard.
Throw his magnets.
Yep.
No.
Oh no, he loves a magnet.
He'd cry. He'd dive in after it. It will save me when I catch it.
It's pulling me down.
Oh no.
Let go of the magnet, Nigel.
It's pulling me towards the propellers. Let go. No.
No, I can't. I'll swim against it.
It will pass on the ions. It will protect me.
Oh,
Nigel.
He's feeding the sharks. They haven't even got a chew. So there it is, the classic suppressed genius narrative.
Well,
Bit of Tesla going on there as well.
Yeah, but he was an actual genius, though, wasn't he?
So they say.
Nigel thinks.
Nigel
has
Tesla.
delusions of being more brainy than Tesla.
He cracks the code, the lone inventor cracking the code, only to be shut down by powerful institutions who don't want the public to have access to free, unlimited energy. It's a story as old as Tesla, and in fact comparisons, as we just said, tend to come up consistently in discussions of Nigel Cheese, with some of his online supporters literally asking whether he might be the next Tesla.
Or if he dies penniless in a hotel.
Yeah, but Tesla actually invented things, didn't he?
Yeah.
Things that worked demonstrably. They weren't just like LEDs stuck in a cheese board.
Do you think that's what he calls the wooden board? A cheese board?
Yeah, and his camera work is always like this, isn't it, Dave? Look at it, it's doing this.
Yeah. My favourite bit of that is when
he never zooms in very close.
My favourite experiment that we saw in the video was the one where he just had an ordinary household iron. And he goes, I got this plugged in down here to something. He doesn't explain what
How does he describe the iron?
Fucking big thing.
Fucking big thing.
Yeah.
I've got it going through this fucking big thing.
And he just taps the thing onto the metal plate of the iron, and it creates a charge. I was like, well, but you just said you'd got that plugged in. You haven't explained any of this to me. You
no.
just go, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the
It
meter.
does this,
I'm
yeah,
touching the eye
yeah.
and it's giving me a reading.
Yeah,
You're like,
he's planning on people being like thick like me who know nothing and just going, oh yeah, oh right, yeah. You go, oh fuck me, free
Yeah.
energy,
free energy. Wow.
here, have some money.
I'll buy you crypto coin.
Oh man, people giving me people. I'm not thick enough to believe him, and I haven't got enough disposable money to invest in him. There's people thicker than me who got more money than me. That's what upsets me. To invest in that prick, because they did. We'll get to that, I suppose, but
they are also people that live in a basement and don't spend any money. You spend all day on the internet.
Oh God, it's terrifying.
Yeah, but there's people like that.
People invest in journeys to the fucking ice wall, though, don't they?
They do. Should we get some people to invest in us to do a journey to the ice wall and then just not go?
Well, I'd love to do it. I've often dreamed of doing a good old Kickstarter scam.
Yeah.
Pretend I'm a sick cat or something. I'm giving away all my secrets.
Please do give to Sick Cat Kickstarter funds. They're not all gas. Should you want to, they're not all him. Not every sick cat on Kickstarter is a gas pipe, a gas again. Wondered why you got that Bentley all of a sudden.
Reached all our goals.
And that golden body.
Yeah, there is something different about you. Are you 20 foot tall and covered in gold now?
Well, I'm wearing gold platform high heel shoes. Just for fun.
Well, okay, back to Nigel. 35 years later, after he got all his stuff taken, he reportedly re-recorded the original presentation and put it on the internet for the world to see. And since then, he's been active. Most is on LinkedIn, sharing his research, technology, and experiments, claiming to show anyone that is willing to watch that free energy is there for the taking.
How does he prove it, man?
By doing a video and not really explaining what he's doing.
I mean, what does he do?
He waves a camera around and makes some LEDs.
What does he?
Oh, he puts a magnet on a board. He puts a magnet on a magnetic board.
And that was cold fusion, wasn't it?
That was cold fusion. Yeah, he literally puts this magnet on the board, and of course it sticks to it because it's a magnetic board and a magnetic whiteboard. And then he takes his hand away, and it's like mic drop.
Yeah.
It is like
free energy.
Free energy. There you go. That's cold fusion. That is.
Cold fusion. I've just disproved Einstein.
Oh.
Look at it. Magnet on the board. Cold fusion. Free energy. How'd you tap it? How'd you tap that, Cheese?
He doesn't go into that.
No, he always says, "Oh, we need investment and engineers to get to that stage, next stage," doesn't he? But look, that's just the beginning of it.
To that stage, does he?
Magnets. He then starts claiming you can just fucking suck ions out the atmosphere and power things.
Yeah, he makes
antennas.
Yeah, my second favourite was what they described as the incredibly poor man's solar panel, which is just a bank of LEDs that he claims can harness solar radiation.
Get power from light.
But he's doing it in the middle of the day in a cloudless sky. He's not doing. If he was doing it at night, I'd be impressed.
It's with all due respect, Mr. Cheese. I do respect you, and I respect your diagrams because I'm a sucker for a good technical diagram. He did. You got to be honest. He could throw up a good mathematical, technical diagram quite quick. Look convincing. I don't know what the fuck it means, but to me, a layman, I'm in. But we had some debunkers, didn't we?
Yeah.
Who actually know about science.
Yeah, that's a downside to Nigel's plans, isn't it? Is when someone comes along and sort of knows about science.
It is a bit of it's a down, bit of a thumbs down to is it true or not, isn't it?
Or is it so revolutionary they just cannot accept it?
Because he's an alien.
Because he's an alien trying to teach us.
His IQ's so high, nobody's got that IQ.
Yeah.
No
one can figure it. We're all looking at him going, "You're mad." Like the first person who said, the theories that he's smashing. I'm sure when Einstein said his theory, people went, "What?"
Yeah.
When Who invented gravity? What was his name?
Well, nobody invented gravity.
No, you know what I mean. Discovered it, you fucking. You know what I mean.
Isaac Newton.
Newton.
The apple, wasn't it?
I'm sure people thought, what are you on about? You're mad. So.
He was a bit mad though, because he was into alchemy and believed some weird shit too.
Maybe
the
you have
Bible.
to be.
He spent half his life trying to decode the Bible.
I figure the world was ending.
All I'm saying is, there's no guarantees that cheese is 100% full of bullshit.
Well, no, but it's either it's cheese versus the dozens of physicists and engineers that have come out and said, no, that's not the way things work.
But if they got a 207 IQ.
What episode was it a few weeks ago where Mike was off the fence and he was like, anything's possible?
The vampire?
Right, for fuck's sake. if anything's possible, it's possible. Cheese is just on a level beyond our comprehension because no one, like you say, is at 207. And maybe we don't understand physics.
Well, maybe, but they seem pretty confident, don't they?
Who are they, though? A couple of YouTubers.
True, we don't know for certain.
Valid point. I mean, I don't know what qualifications they've got.
I don't understand any of this in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know those YouTubers to me could be full of shit. The ones debunking it.
Yeah.
Is how little I understand voltage and co-voltage and whatever else it was. And what was it? He was saying that the actual volume, the voltage doesn't matter if it goes up and down. It doesn't change how much actual power there is. The current, because it's being.
No.
But I do know you can't make cold fusion out of magnets stuck to a whiteboard.
Yeah. I'm fairly confident that that's not real.
Where's the fusion of the atoms?
A giant whiteboard and a giant magnet. Couldn't you harness that energy?
The pressure. Maybe then the pressure might fuse atoms.
You need a very big magnet.
Yeah, we're talking massive.
I'm talking like a magnet the size of Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a whiteboard
well, there'll be a lot
the
of pressures
size
and things, involved in that.
You could harness that though, surely. Somehow. I don't know. I don't understand anything Nigel would.
Well, maybe, but I mean, the whole iron thing, I think it produced 1/3 of an amp. So if he calls that a big fucking thing, what is he going to call the thing that needs to power a fucking planet?
How much do you need to charge your phone? More than 1/3 of an amp.
I would imagine so. I mean, he barely got a little LED light to light up.
Useless.
He's like, he'd got the little light, the little tiny little bulb.
And
he's like, look, there you go.
Solved it. If you're in a dark room though, and you could just put on that one little LED, that tiny mouse-sized eyeball LED, and it was being powered by the atmosphere.
Well, it wasn't, was it? It was being powered by the.
He'd faked it.
Stripping of the ions from something else,
but you know the one where he had the big antennas.
The guy said that he could do that with a lemon, but over time the power would get less.
With his satellite thing, he was harnessing the power of the energy. Apparently, there's that many radio waves, and you pull a little bit out anyway.
You can fake it with a thing, but I'm just saying, what if it wasn't being? What if he's just misunderstood and it was working, and he's sucking in the ions from the atmosphere and charging up his phone and a drill? You saw him using a drill with ion atmosphere.
Surely some people would have seen his research and tried to reproduce it.
No, they've repressed it, Mike. They've destroyed it.
I've seen it.
You know, listen to him. They saw his wires.
I've seen his setup.
150 grand. What did you do with the money, Cheese? We'll get to that, but what the fuck? I'm trying to think what Cheese did with the money.
I dread to think, to be honest. So let's go for his first claim. We've touched on it already a little bit. Free energy. So that got him
for everyone forever.
That got him his following, the one that the Down the Rabbit Hole documentary centres on. It's that Nigel Cheese has figured out how to get free, unlimited energy using permanent magnets. As one journalist put it, Cheese stands out from the crowd of internet pranks by how put together and even kind of reasonable he manages to sound as he describes whiteboard magnets putting out free energy. He doesn't sound like a raving conspiracy theorist. He sounds calm, considered, and almost professional.
Like a Nigel.
Yes. He uses technical language. He draws diagrams. He conducts experiments on camera, as we've already slightly mocked.
Excellent experiments.
The problem is that what he's describing is, according to every principle of established physics, impossible. Perpetual motion, a machine that runs forever without any energy input, violates the laws of thermodynamics.
But he says it's bollocks, doesn't he?
He says it's bollocks. He knows better.
Yeah, because of magnets.
First law of thermodynamics, energy cannot be created or destroyed. And the second says that in any real world process, some energy is always lost to heat. A machine that puts out more energy than it takes in completely contradicts the laws, doesn't it? According to analysis of his videos, the majority of Nigel's theories on free electricity boil down to him either not understanding how electricity works, or not understanding how atomic science works, or misreading his multimeter, or some combination of all three.
Oh man, why did they do Nigel dirty like that? That's harsh.
The last detail, misreading his multimeter, is particularly telling for anyone with a background in electronics. A multimeter is a basic instrument for measuring electrical current. Misreading one is an easy mistake to make, and it can produce readings that look to an untrained eye like the device is outputting more energy than it's receiving. It's a classic source of confusion in the world of amateur free energy experimentation.
I had no idea that was a world.
It is. It's got to be.
Maybe we'll have to come back to this world in more detail.
I bet
Is there more lunatics out there?
Oh mate, I bet there's fucking dozens on YouTube.
Lunatics.
Hundreds, maybe thousands.
Trying to harvest free energy from the atmosphere. Well, Tesla. Well, no, he didn't. He could wirelessly transmit electricity, but wasn't it free somehow?
I can't remember where he was pulling it from.
The ether. I don't know.
I've never looked into it. No.
It's a topic we should do.
Yeah, we've never done
100%.
Tesla.
Don't know. Perhaps
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Strangely.
there you go.
Okay, well there we go. We'll come back to that one. The quantum battery. This device uses copper and zinc foil, and one follower who replicated the build noted the term quantum would make some cringe with skepticism, but also reasoned that a man with a 207 IQ and his own universal relativity theorem probably had a good reason for the name. The quantum battery generated significant excitement in his community, with people posting their own attempts to replicate designs across various platforms. Whether any of them produced any results, well, Nigel claimed, is not well documented.
Just no.
No, none of them did. Claim 3, a cure for cancer.
Oh God.
This claim isn't as extensively documented online as his energy claims. There are no detailed videos of him demonstrating a cancer treatment, but it surfaces repeatedly in his descriptions of his broader body of work.
But didn't you say, Mike, there was some evidence
Yeah.
to show, because he said basically, didn't he, if you ionise the water and
Yep.
drink that, didn't you say
Yep.
there is some real world?
Apparently, it's meant to. The theory is that cancer survives in an acidic environment. So if you drink ionized water, which is an alkali, it's meant to. Your body's meant to lower an acidity level.
Okay.
Okay. There has been some tests in the labs on mice. There's been some encouraging signs.
So that's what
It's inhibited tumour growth, things like that.
Yeah.
But then there's no tests on humans that have.
So he could have been onto something, some knowledge that he got from his interdimensional beginnings.
Well, maybe, but I don't think it's his invention. I think it's something that's been around for a while.
Oh, okay, but he may have known this before they did. I'm just saying he may have brought this.
I wouldn't like to say. I mean, he could have been that he'd read something obscure somewhere and thought, I'll nick that. And then.
But it's weird that he goes from free energy to I'll cure cancer. It's like I just want to do something for you human bastards before I have to.
A cure cancer's that's a strong claim. I'm saying it might help with inhibiting tumour growth and things like that.
Well,
possibly the tests haven't been done properly yet, but on humans. But say it cures cancer is.
I believe in cheese.
That's a long stretch in it. Inhibiting tumour growth.
Like I think he's got this knowledge from another world. and his human body had like a finite time before it evaporated and died, and he knew that, and that's why he was desperately like telling us, your children will hate you until the day they die if you don't buy my thing. Remember, he was really adamant.
Could be.
I think it's because he's an alien being who's trying so desperately to help us. Well, what else did he invent, Ben? Sorry.
The universal relativity theorem.
Oh.
Is where he calls Einstein a prick.
Oh, yeah.
Basically. Perhaps his most sweeping claim of all is that he has developed his own theory of everything, a universal relativity theorem that supersedes Einstein's work and explains the fundamental workings of the universe. In these own words, from the final page of one of his self-published books, he says, to quote him, "There is nothing more I can do. I have gone from zero to infinity in every direction and back. I have taken you on a complete tour of the rim of the universe, showing that infinity is only part of it. I've created matter from nothing and jumped across space at a speed that far exceeds the paltry speed of light." Now that phrase alone should tell you about the scale of the ego or the delusion or the performance, depending on the perspective.
Doesn't that make you think alien, though?
Of course it does, Gaz, you know me.
I'm just
He
saying,
keeps calling us you humans.
it sounds like that's what an alien would say to me. I think Mr. Cheese, he's just too... I just can see an alien coming down here and just blending in as a Nigel, serving in the Navy, then getting a job, you know, NATO and all that, and Nigeling along.
Nigeling along and he's...
And one day he realises, he remembers he's an alien, he's only got so long in his human body, and he's like, I would help these pricks.
Yeah.
But they won't listen.
And my wife left me and took me daughter.
Took me daughter, bastards.
And then the Royal Navy took her.
Yeah.
And then we get into a child trafficking thing.
Help the Belgians get back their trafficked children.
Oh, so how did a man posting videos about magnets on LinkedIn accumulate a devoted following? It helps to understand the ecosystem he operates in.
Not the internet of pricks.
Yeah, pretty much. The early 2020s saw a significant surge in what you might call alternative physics content online. Flat Earth, suppressed energy technology, shadow governments blocking free power. These ideas proliferated across YouTube, BitChute and fringe forums. And they weren't new ideas, but the pandemic gave people time, anxiety, and a sense the official version of reality wasn't to be trusted.
Why did COVID time turn so many people into conspiracy theorists?
Because they had all day to watch YouTube.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. So Nigel gives his original Navy presentation, re-recorded, and people get hooked. His manner is peculiar but engaging. His claims are staggering. His apparent sincerity is disarming. And crucially, he frames his work as something the powers that be desperately don't want you to see.
Yeah, he's always referring to how, like, you know, he shocked them, didn't he? He shocked everybody, and his presentation, you know, sent shockwaves.
Yeah, they confiscated it immediately. On forums dedicated to over-unity, the idea that a device can output more energy than it receives, which mainstream physics says is impossible, debates about Nigel Cheese were extensive. Some members were sceptical, flagging the multiple names as a red flag. Others pushed back, vigorously arguing that critics of Cheese themselves were the unreliable ones. So everyone's just arguing on the internet about this man.
Oh, you don't say.
People argue on the internet.
Never. I love that he's got supporters blinded by, you know, other people debunking and showing them, and they're just like, nope, mainstream is bullshit. I believe Mr. Cheese.
Well, you a cheesehead.
I would have been. Like I said to you earlier off mic, if there hadn't been the debunkers within that video we watched, I probably would have been fully on board. Remember those cheese hats you used to be able to wear?
Yeah.
I'd be wearing one of them. You know,
giving all your money to Mr. Cheese.
Well, I've been knocking on doors asking for donations for the Cheese Foundation. Do you want free energy or not? Vera, open the door. I know you're in there. Free energy.
I'll give you 20 quid just leave me alone.
Your kids will be cursing you.
Yeah, till the day you die.
Your kids-
Nigel said so.
There's
Cheese.
There's 30 years left, Vera. That's all we
30
got.
years.
If you don't give me all your money,
Make
you've only
them
got
like
30
Your
years.
kids are dead. They're as good as dead. You might as well slit their throats while they slept.
You're all dead.
You've
Take
murdered
this
them.
30 quid, just fuck off. Thank you, Vera. I'll be back next month. That's what he was doing essentially, but
Yeah.
online.
Deirdre! Next one along.
Deirdre. Oh fuck, it's Mr. G. Where's my money, Deirdre? Don't you want free energy? Terrifying.
It is.
He has got that about him though, because he's so calm on camera. I think he's got a burn underneath a bubbling. I think if Nigel loses it, I think it's terrifying.
You mean like he may have done it his wife?
Well, yeah, and he'd probably throw her off a balcony. Alleged, I don't know. I'd added that bit, but yeah.
Well, one of the more telling dynamics in his community was the replication culture. People actually building the devices he describes and posting the results. Some claimed success, and many found the results inconclusive or disappointing. And, of course, when the experiments failed, the explanation was almost always the same. The person doing the replication must have done something wrong, and Nigel was never in question.
They haven't got 207 IQ.
They can't build this simple machine. I'm trying to explain this machine as simply as I can to you humans.
Simple humans. You haven't used a cheese board. Well, he is the quintessential British gentleman, Ben.
That's true. The quintessential English gentleman, in fact.
What a guy.
I thought we could put him up there with Ace Rimmer.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy, though.
Well, every story like this eventually has a moment where the protagonist reaches for something more, a way to turn belief into money or influence into power. And for Nigel Cheese, that moment appears to have come in the form of a cryptocurrency venture. The Down the Rabbit Hole episode of Nigel Cheese covers what it describes as a transparently ridiculous cryptocurrency scam, though the full details of what exactly was promised, how much money changed hands, and what became of investors are things the documentary covers more fully than the public written record does reflect. There's almost a shell company called Gaia, and they are promising you free perpetual energy devices, but only for the betterment of humanity. But you need to fund it, and then you can get it. So you need to buy our cryptocurrency, which is
ZPE.
Yeah,
that's the only way to buy our tech in the future.
Yes,
is with this crypto.
Which transfers 0 point energy,
which we control the exact value of directly through your bank account.
Yeah.
Which an independent party discovered, because apparently you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. So what we do know from the broader context is that cryptocurrency was, for a period in the early 2020s, the vehicle of choice for a certain kind of internet-based entrepreneur promising revolutionary technology. If you believed in Nigel's free energy theories, it might not have taken much to convince you that a crypto token tied to those theories was a worthwhile investment.
Well, of course. If you believe it, free energy, my God.
If you haven't seen the debunkers.
But then again, he did say that he didn't want any money from it and it was for humanity.
There's people out there that might, just because they got money doesn't mean they're not.
So if they produce free energy, if they got it to work, he was going to give it away for free anyway, so they wouldn't have made any money.
Yeah, but the main people who think, I don't care about it, I will donate.
That's it,
I will charitably, philanthropy.
If this is the way to do it.
Make some free energy, go on, son. Knock yourself out, Cheese.
So so people...
Nothing comes back from it.
A lot of the people wouldn't have been in it for the money.
Well,
some idiots would have been.
Yeah. And then also remember, it's a new thing and people are jumping on, oh, that one might take off, I'll get some of that. That one might take off, I'll get some of that.
But you do know that if we discovered free energy, they would eventually, a company would work out a way to sell it to us.
Oh, yeah.
eventually.
Well, it depends, doesn't it?
They would somehow.
Because if it just involves an iron and a cheese board, we can all do it.
Yeah, but they'd find a way, wouldn't they? They'd tax it or they'd sell you the iron or something. Do you know what I mean? They'd find a way. Corporation, government, it's all the same thing, would stick their nose in somehow.
That only if we're not in Star Trek future, because
if it all goes well,
yeah,
well, you know, like Elon's dream, what he says his dream future is, that sounds great. You know, I'll be bored to tears. I do maintain that though.
I think you can find ways to amuse yourself.
I do honestly think I'll be bored. I need a purpose. What am I going to do?
Find one, don't
You
you?
still have a purpose, can't
Paint
you?
a picture. I'll just play I'll play even more PlayStation. That's what'll happen. I'll
No, but
get
if you-
really fat.
Follow your dream into do some acting, write a script. You'd have all the time to do it.
Write some poetry.
Poetry.
Every other cunt on the block will be doing that because no one's a bin man anymore. See, no, I don't think it's the
No,
utopia.
'cause
So
some
you'd
people-
rather a human remove your bins?
Yeah, they've got a job to do. I don't want them replaced with robots. Come on, man. The bins are good job.
Them robots ain't gonna stick a teddy on the front of the bin wagon,
Is that,
are they?
is that a hill you're going to die on?
Mate, that's a good job. They get paid good.
They
I
do
don't
actually.
deny it.
That is a really
But
good job.
isn't
There's
it a
a
waste
waiting
of,
list.
Isn't it a waste of human potential?
You ask them, I bet they fucking love it. No, but not all of them, but I bet they have a right fucking crack, don't they? They got their little crew
Yeah.
in the van, you know, they got their camaraderie. They work hard, they hustle. Some people I know it's hard to imagine. Some people like to hustle.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't know about the utopia that Mr. Cheese and Elon. Mr. Cheese isn't on about the robots though. Elon's on about the robots will do so much for us in the AI that we won't have to do anything. We'll just be lounging around. But he says we'll have excess. We'll have loads of money. I don't get how. And I suppose the robots. Well, they buying shit off each other. I don't know. Because I'm not gonna have. If I'm not working, how am I going to buy
It
anything?
depends.
Am I gonna buy a robot?
It depends on how it's shared, isn't it?
And my robot won't be as good as the rich man's robot, will it though, Mike? My robot might get violent. They're going to have a
I'll get
top
drunk
end
and beat
robot.
you up.
Yeah, it might. It might get corrupt. It might get
a
virus in.
stabby robot.
Yeah, what if it gets virus and fucking starts snapping your bow instead of changing your nappy?
Why are you wearing a nappy?
I'm old. I don't know. I don't know if this utopia is such a utopia. I like what you're saying. Best case scenario, I write a symphony and a book and paint a fucking masterpiece. But what if I just rot away on a sofa? 30 years. Do you know what I mean? Why's the pressure on like, oh, you haven't got to work now? Write a symphony, bitch! Like, do you know what I mean?
You
You know, utopia's all about, I'm like, what will people do? Oh, they'll do pottery and paintings. Or, what if you shit? What if you've got no creative? What if you just sat there like... I'm here.
Darren down the road wrote a 4-piece quatrain. It's considered a masterpiece. What have I
He used to
done?
be a mechanic.
He was thick as fuck.
I can't even do a verse. Fuck this utopian shit.
You'd follow the pursuit, you go hiking more often.
I just sit watching bollocks, mate, like we do now. It's no different forever with no purpose.
Basically, what you do
With
now,
no night or day or difference.
you take more time to do a bit more of it.
No, the food's just piped in and the money, and I don't have to do anything. I just sit there going, oh.
You got mechanical hand wanking you off.
Give me Star Trek Season 3 again. Oh, uncheck now. Oh. Thank you, house robot. Please transform into a pleasing woman. You don't have that upgrade. You're not in that price plan. Ah, fuck! Otherwise, we just...
All I've got is me rusty mechano wank.
Oh, my neighbour's house robot looks like a... He looks like Cindy Crawford. You look like Big Bertha. Remember that? What cartoon was that?
Oh,
That was
fuck.
The Big Machine.
Yeah,
Big
Bertha.
Remember?
I remember that.
Yeah.
What is
It was
Bertha?
literally a big
Yeah.
factory. They made a kids' cartoon about a factory
They
machine.
did.
Bertha could make anything though.
She shit out good stuff at the other end, didn't
Yeah.
she? Oh, man, I haven't thought about Bertha in years.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Used to be on just before Charlie Chalk.
Oh, Jesus.
You can't say that anymore.
I
I think people call black people.
No, I don't think he was wearing.
No, you have to cut this. They call him Porky.
He had a very pale face.
Oh, Charlie Chalk. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. Oof. This is what happens when I drink. Oh.
Well, the structure, a visionary outsider selling access to a future where his suppressed genius is finally recognised. It's one of the oldest confidence tricks in the book, updated for the digital age. Doesn't require outright deception at every step. The person at the centre may genuinely believe everything they're saying. But, the outcome for investors tends to be the same regardless. You lose all your money.
He got
They did.
150 grand at one point.
Which they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
What do you think he did with that £150,000?
Well, I don't think he had it.
Nigel
I think
Cheese.
it was
But didn't they say that's what
It
they
was the
paid him?
CEO, wasn't it, of that
Yeah.
Gaia company that
Basically, because they earned 150
Sorry.
with.
he says that he gave Nigel Cheese the money
Yeah,
and didn't get anything in return.
that's right.
And Nigel says he never got the money in the first place.
Yeah,
Because he
So
didn't
he's
believe.
I reckon Nigel took the money,
and ran.
and I think Nigel did very strange things with the money. I think Nigel probably went to Thailand.
Really?
Possibly. He looks the type, doesn't he? And he was there in the heat in his shirt and tie. You know the type.
Well, he's a quintessential English
Yeah.
gentleman. He's always on his shirt and a tie and a knitted tank top or waistcoat.
Oh, Lord.
Next, we'll see a photograph of him on the internet when he was his new Thai bride.
Yeah.
But do you give
King
any
Kong.
credence to the alien theme, lads? Because I really think... Because, look, he disappears. At the end, he just disappears.
He does. He vanishes from the internet. No one knows where he is.
He keeps calling us humans and telling us we've got to listen to me. I haven't got much time left. I mean, who says that unless you're an alien?
Well, who says it? Someone who's mentally unwell, Gaz. Spectacularly mentally unwell.
Well, I concede there is a possibility that Nigel Cheese is a little bit under the weather. Just...
He's out of his gourd.
But how do we know he's not just cleverer than us?
But I'm not off the alien fence. Alright? I'm not.
Okay, I appreciate that because I really believe it's a possibility. At least. He tried to warn us. He's here by accident. What if there's a lot of them like that? They look like us, like the Star Trek theory.
God,
like
imagine
us.
if they all look the same and it's just a race of Nigels.
Well,
The Nigelians.
oh, God. Oh, and the women are the same, just with long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, as long as they're... I still will.
No, all the women look like Nigella Lawson.
Definitely will.
Like Rimmer World.
Yeah.
It's Nigel
Yeah, basically
World.
it's River World, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's Nigel
But it's
World.
everyone's a Nigel.
God, what a nightmare. They've been lost on Nigel World. Did you know? Actually, why are you doing it that way? Oh, don't you know, when I was in Egypt on holiday. Oh, fuck off, Nigel, no one cares. I know better than you. Fuck.
You sound like you've got a real beef with a legitimate
I knew
Nigel
a
in your
Nigel.
life. Oh, you know a Nigel?
I worked with a hunt of a Nigel, middle class. I'm better than you. Everything I've done's better than you've ever thought of. Fucking weasel. Yeah, that's...
I worked with a Nigel who was a very grumpy metalhead.
Oh.
Had a Filipino bride. Despite being called his nickname, which he enjoyed, was Tuco, i.e. the ugly one, from the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right? So.
Okay.
And
was he fuck ugly?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Good.
He had a very attractive Filipino wife.
Well, paid for it, so...
That's it. And he just grumpily got about his way of life, unless you talked to him about heavy metal, until he retired and fucked off to Cornwall. Bless him.
I've never met a Nigel.
What life?
Never met a Nigel.
You don't. Thank yourself.
Yeah.
I've been lucky, Mike.
Yeah. Another remarkable and almost absurd detail in Nigel Cheese's story is the appeal to the King of Belgium. Now, according to the coverage of the Down the Rabbit Hole documentary, Nigel Cheese's story includes appeals made to the King of Belgium as part of his campaign to have his work recognised and to get his daughter back off his potentially drug-addled, drunk wife. But then the story changes.
His paper mache daughter with light up LED,
with LED
eyes.
But then its story changes a little bit to where the Royal Navy and the British government are abducting thousands of children a year and selling them.
Child snatching, as he said.
Child snatching. He claims that a Belgian court has held up his appeal, but the UK court will not recognise it. Probably because the documents he showed, supposedly from the King of Belgium, do not have any kind of seal on them. If it's a legal document from a royal, it's got to have a seal on it.
Are you saying that those weird documents that he sort of half waves at the camera might not be legit?
Yeah.
That's interesting, okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't considered that. I believe everything he said.
Then he claims himself that he has always been Belgian, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I've always been Belgian. I told you all I was a quintessential English gentleman, but it turns out I'm actually Belgian. And he whips his face off and he's a plump man with a moustache.
He fooled us all.
He did. There are the reported spats with Nigel's ex-wife, and the documentary covers conflicts with her as part of the broader pictures of his life. The domestic details, arguments, personal disputes bleeding into his public persona are the kind of humanising, grounding detail that the Down the Rabbit Hole documentaries are brilliant at weaving in. They remind you that beneath the grand claims about infinite energy and universal theorems, there is a person with a life, relationships, conflicts, and I'm going to say this, I'm not even going to say probable significant pain, I'm just going to say there's significant pain. Definitely.
100%. I think Nigel's always in significant pain.
I think every Nigel is.
Yeah, that's why they're so angry.
Yeah. What did his wife he say his wife would describe him as? A sexual pervert,
A liar.
a liar, and a violent person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably okay on Nigel land.
So, Nigel Cheese. And then, of course, at the end, he still carries on making videos on LinkedIn and then mysteriously vanishes after saying he doesn't have much time left. Do you think he drank too much ionised water and poisoned himself?
He destroyed his human form.
Yeah,
and he had to release back into the atmosphere early or turn back into his lizard form.
Are you suggesting he could be a lizard?
Which I don't know what brand of alien he is. You see, but I do believe, cause obviously he knew his time, his human form had, its time was running out. He knew that.
You had to go back home to Nigel 7.
Yeah. I do believe, well, I'm not saying I believe. I just think we should be open to the idea that he may have been a messenger from a better place who just happened to sound like a geography teacher. From Birmingham. Magnet. Look. Yes. Confusion.
Magnet.
There it is.
Boom.
Done.
Boom. Bang.
Done
Bosh.
that for you. Bing. Bang. Bosh. Done that for you.
Dead people.
Dead people. Ask America. Bang.
Cold fusion.
Cold fusion. There it is. That blew their minds. I'm open.
I hope he's still on this earth.
I don't think he is. I think he's
I
left.
don't think he's ever been on this planet.
No.
He's a very unique individual, isn't he?
Yes.
No wonder they took his daughter. He's just bumming magnets in the shed and she's got no food.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
But it's true though, isn't that word? For social services to actually take her.
She's wearing a potato
It's not
bag.
because you've discovered free energy, Nigel. Like, yeah, but she's wearing a potato. You're in the shed, bumming magnets. She's like
Living
covered
in
in
her own
mouse
filth.
droppings.
Where there's shit over the floor. She's been eating out of cereal boxes,
Oh, God.
bashed cans against the floor to get them to open, and then
Oh, God.
now she's out of food and she's lapping dog piss from a bowl.
Well, no, I don't think no. No, I think no. It's because of his research. They came and they just went, "Fuck you, we're having her." That's your punishment for being clever, Nigel.
You're the Tesla of your generation, and we're going to silence you just like we did to him.
Oh, do you think his daughter was paper mache?
I think maybe his daughter couldn't stand him.
Yeah.
And she left and it broke his brain.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle it.
I think he.
That's a probably good shout. Man.
If he genuinely did 23 years in the Navy and says he went to war 3 times. I don't know which wars he'd have been.
We
the
don't even know if
Falklands,
he was in
maybe.
the Navy, though, do we?
Yeah, we don't know that. Let's just say that bit's genuine. And he was in the Navy, right? And he went to the Falklands as a young man, and I think that would fit with the timeline.
Could have fucked his head.
He got massive PTSD and fucked. He came home, beat his wife.
Shit, Dad.
She turned to drink. She fucked and eventually got better. Fucked off with the daughter. And he's like, "Why is this happening to me? It's because I'm a genius."
But on the plus side, he then invented free energy.
I think I can invent free energy. You want, honey, I promise, come back, it'll be different this time. I've invented free energy and a cure for cancer. Nigel, it's just you making shit videos.
The cheese board and an iron.
The cheese board doesn't work, Nigel. You'll never make the money from it. Why?
It's a fucking big thing. It's a fucking big thing.
I'll come there and slap you. I mean, no, I won't.
Right, I'm going to use an even bigger fucking thing.
Nigel, the cheese board's just a plank of wood that you've screwed a load of LED bulbs into.
It's free energy. Oh, well, should we wrap up?
Yeah.
What do you think of Nigel Cheese, guys?
Well,
I think I've made my feelings clear.
I'm 50-50 on Alien and spectacular mental health problems.
Could be both. Being an alien in a human body might make you...
Maybe all these eccentric people throughout history have been aliens stuck in a human body.
Theory. That would make a good comic.
So, you know, your Teslas...
Elon Musk.
I mean, I can believe Elon Musk is definitely an alien trapped in a man's
like an
body.
alien's literally trying to break out of his skin.
Exactly, yeah. I can believe that. Let's go back to history. Who could you have in history? Hitler.
Well, every mad person, every inventor, every sort of person who evolved us a bit. Elvis.
Archimedes.
Hulk Hogan. He advanced humanity, come on.
I think he advanced humanity in the terms of our appreciation of sports entertainment.
Exactly. Something.
The eating of vitamins.
It's more than I've done.
Special kind of vitamins for him.
Yeah. I watched that documentary, by the way.
Incredible, isn't it?
It was great.
I watched it twice. It's sad the first time for me, but I'll go over that now. You'd like it, mate. It's good. Right, let's come on. So what do we think?
Yeah, I've said my bit.
I think he's just a very eccentric Englishman who doesn't grasp the basic.
He doesn't understand
Basics of science.
does he?
And he's getting a little confused, bless him.
He's so confident with it. It's to be admired.
I mean, I love the confidence. I love the presentation. I love the confidence. I love the way when he doesn't really explain it, he just goes, and this happens because of this. Bosh, sticks a magnet on a whiteboard and goes cold fusion.
I'll never look at a magnet the same way again.
I want to get a whiteboard for my bedroom and just clip a magnet to the middle of it.
I want to put lots of magnets on it and try and power something.
Yeah. One LED.
My penis pump. Right. No, let's wrap this up.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Hey,
So, what did you say?
No.
Oh, alright, well, I've been Ben. What can I say? Don't get invaded, don't join a call.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
I've been Gaz, Free Biff Tannen. Goodbye.